Good morning. I'd like to call this meeting to order. And I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are in Treaty 1 territory and the traditional homeland of the Métis Nation. My name is Carrie Linklater. I'm your chairperson today. I am joined on the panel today by Mr. Stuart McPherson to my immediate left. My far left, Mr. Robert Bass. Our city assessor today is Morena Tenawera, and our admin secretary is Kara Belshaw. We will be hearing applications for revision of the assessment roll in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that applicants or the assessor make at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparison of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the board. The board is appointed annually by council and is independent of it and the city administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or to the Court of Queen's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the matters to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony followed by questions that the applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. You will receive the order by registered mail as soon as possible. And as information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record.
Okay. Please state your name.
Morena Gantika Tenwara.
Do you affirm the evidence you present today is the truth and the truth and nothing but the truth?
I do, thank you.
Please state your name.
Henry Dupont.
Do you swear the evidence you present today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
And we can begin with 1842 Main Street.
Thank you, Ms. Chairman. Property address 1842 Main Street, file number 17-5281, business ID 7408, business called Royal Bank of Canada. The subject property base ARV per square feet used to calculate the full ARV is $18.31, which is lower than reported net rent of $19.50. And based on all the comparables are banks within the city, and based on those evidence, I'm asking to confirm the confirm the ARV of $116,460 as is. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Panel, any questions?
I have no questions.
Mr. Dupont?
What property are we doing?
Royal Bank of Canada. Royal Bank of Canada.
1842 Main.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
We skipped the
okay.
first one.
Oh, I see.
No, I didn't say.
We skipped Cavalier.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
I asked we confirm, because I never got instructions from my client.
Thank you. We'll move on to Layla Avenue.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Property address 849 Layla Avenue, file number 17-5239, business ID 7298. This is Demo Gas Bar. This is the land lease property, and based on our original ARV calculated using base rent of 190 190 and 6 cents per square feet, but today I'm reducing base ARV per square feet to 142 cents and 142.95 cents based on table driven rent for similar type of gas bars. My total rental value reduced to $29,040. Thank you, Ms. Chairman.
Mr. DuPont?
No questions, because I accept.
Thank you. Panel, any questions?
No questions. Thank you.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Chairman. Property address 951 Henderson Highway, file number 17-5238, business ID 406. This is demo gas bar. This property also land lease property. Base ARV per square foot use 195.50 cents. Annual rental value using area is 35,640. Today I'm recommending to reduce it 140 using base rent of 140 cents to 50 cents. This is table driven rent. Annual rental value reduced to 27,000. Thank you, Ms. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. DuPont?
No questions, I accept.
Panel, any questions?
No, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Chairman. Property address 17 Marion Street, file number 17-5240, business ID 2824. This is demo gasoline bar. This is also land lease. Their base ARV per square feet is $189.28. Today, I'm recommending base ARV $80 per square feet, and annual rental value calculated to be $32,760. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. DuPont?
No questions, I accept.
Thank you. Panel, any questions?
Yes. How come the previous one was a Domo gas, it was $147.50, and this one is $80?
Total area divided by, if you see other areas are smaller, 200 and 180, this is the area for the calculation. This one is bigger, that's why we have to change the.
Okay, thank you. That's all my questions.
Questions?
Nothing further. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Chairman. Property address 1725 Ellis Avenue, file number 17-5469, business ID 4097. This is Real Canadian Wholesale Club. The permit area is 60,702. It's a bigger warehouse, and base ARV per square feet is $8.40, which is table driven rents, and this rent is supported by comparables, but comparables are in the same area, but all of them are higher in paid ones. Based on those information, I'm asking to maintain the value ARV as is. Thank you, Ms. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. DuPont?
No questions, I don't dispute, and I request confirmation.
Thank you. Panel, any questions?
No questions.
Thank you, Ms. Chairman. Property address 1065 St. James Street. Business ID 25710. File number 17-5548. This is the brick warehouse and permit area is 100,000 square feet and base ARV calculated using table driven $10.70. At the realty level, we change it to base ARV for $10.53. Today I'm using same rent, $10.53 is the reported net rent. Using this $10.53, I'm asking to reduce the annual rental value to $1,267,260. Thank you, Ms. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Dupont?
No questions, and I accept.
Panel, any questions?
No questions.
Sorry, the 1053, that's based on the real?
That's reported net rent. We use the $10.53
Oh,
at the real
okay,
level.
the actual rent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, and we'll move on to Governor.
Thank you, Ms. Chairman. File number 17-5575. Property address 837 Cavalier Drive. Business ID 43140. Business name Food Fair. Premise area is 11,734 square feet. Base ARV per square feet is $10.56, which is table driven. They reported $12 per square feet gross rent. This property we netted out for realty level. Based on their income expenses mailer submitted to us. Page number 3 has the income expenses, not the full income expenses mailer, it's a part of the income expenses mailer. And based on the similar units in this property, we calculated CAM and taxes should be $3.50 to $4. And using those calculations, net rent calculated $8.50, which is lower than the market level. And based on comparable grocery stores, today I'm recommending to use $9 per square feet as a market rent for this property. Page number 2 shows the picture of the food fair, the location map. And the page number 3 is a part of the income expenses mailer. The calculated net rent using calculated net rent of $9, I'm asking to reduce annual rental value for this property business is $133,200. Thank you, Ms. Chair.
Thank you. Mr. Dupont, I think you are not accepting the recommendation?
No.
Questions then?
6650 Roblin, what kind of property or tenant is that?
Those all grocery stores. Those all grocery stores. We are not telling the tenant names. Sorry, I could not tell the tenant names, but similar type of businesses.
Is it a grocery store or something other than a grocery store?
They sell grocery and they might sell a little bit of cosmetics, that kind of thing. I really don't know. I'm not shopped that store that much, but I know it's a similar type. It's not only food items, it's something.
So it could be a Shoppers Drug Mart?
It is not a
Something.
Shoppers Drug Mart.
It's not. And 161 Goulet, do you know why it's higher than the rest?
I assume it's a location. I don't know.
So then your third page, you show a tenant above, they're paying common area estimate of 203 and tax estimate 199, so they're paying $4 charge, right?
Yes.
Did you calculate what the taxes were and the expenses? Would you agree with the $4?
That's why I mentioned it's a because I cannot bring whole income expenses mailer. I don't know which properties appeal for that. That's why I roughly calculated some $3.50, some $4. That's why I clearly mentioned it is a range of $3.50 to $4. But I only bring one above for the property. It's $4.
So the rent, this actual rent from May 2013 to June 2016 is likely $8 per square foot.
$8.50 for square foot.
Well, the evidence you shows is $4 now, the cost.
But we cannot compare to both units because one is 11,734, the other unit is 1,568. My honest opinion, it is a range. I clearly mentioned it is a range using entire income expenses mailer $3.50 to $4.
Would you agree that when it comes to expenses, they just divide by square footage, the size of the property doesn't matter?
I don't know.
And nevertheless, you're not accepting the actual rent? You're going by the market rent, which is higher than the actual rent, is that correct?
This situation, it's really hard to me to tell is that $8.50 is actual rents because we netted out, we don't know all the information. Then this is a netted out, adjusted net rent is $8.50, but based on my comparables, I'm asking $9 per square feet to bring it to market level.
That's all questions?
Thank you. Mr. Mess?
You said $8.50 was the actual rent.
Actual rent, they reported gross rent of $12.
And then, assuming the expenses were the same, then the actual net rent would be 8. So,
But this location has a different units. It has not only one unit, it has many units. I did not include my entire income expenses mailer because of that. We don't know about how many properties businesses appeal for this location or not. Then I cannot say because I checked unit by unit. Some unit Kanban taxes are $3.50, some unit $3.54, some 4, some 401. Then it's a range. I'm seeing range of $3.50 to $4. That as per my calculation, but it could be different because we only have the information they sent it to us.
okay, so that's for the $8.50.
Yeah, that's why $8.50. Then even for further information, this property was appealed for realty level. Even agent used $8.49 as per adjusted net rent. That's his calculation. We don't know exactly because they reported gross rent.
Thank you, that's all my questions.
Mr. McPherson?
You've just given us an excerpt of the rent roll here. The other units, did they break down common area estimate and taxes estimate?
Yes.
And were they consistent at $2.03?
No,
and
it's not.
$1.99?
It's not.
It's not consistent?
No, it's, I don't know the reason, it's sometimes $2 cents off, something $3 off. I could have bring the entire income expenses mailer, but I don't know how many businesses appeal before or not. That's why I did not include.
Well, you could have brought it and just blacked out the unit. And
Unit names, yeah.
so they're not all the same, but are they all approximately $4?
Yes, that's what I'm telling is that some I calculated $3.50, some approximately 4, some even 401. Then
Okay, and do you know why the subject property is not broken down?
I don't know because
But they did report that as a gross rent?
yes.
Thank you, those are my questions.
Thank you. You talked about your rent comparables as being grocery stores.
Yes.
Can you tell us if any of them are food fairs?
As I know, Goulet is.
I'm sorry?
Goulet, 161 Goulet.
Is a food fair?
Yeah, if I use the No Frills Food Fair, and I can't remember which one is No Frill, which one is Food Fair, and which one, yeah, those are the common ones in here. Yeah.
And you were contending that all your comparables are grocery stores?
To me, honestly, Food Fair, No Frills, I'm not 100% which way I could put as a 100% grocery store and is everything. So I don't know. I mostly consider about the reported area. I do not use any of the big kind of superstore, Walmart type brands here. All finding comparables, my theory was focus on the area and focus on the what they sell and how they operate and the similarity of the business. That's what I focus in here.
Okay. And did you have a chance to visit the subject property?
No, I don't.
Or any of the comparables?
Robin Boulevard, I've been there, and Donald Street, I pass all the time. Not the Goulet or not the Portage Avenue one.
Okay. Would you agree that this is not an ideal location?
It's really hard to, because it's the middle of the neighborhood type thing. It could be good for this type of smaller grocery store. It might not. It's so subjective.
Yeah. Would you agree it's pretty far from Portage Avenue and Ness Avenue,
Yeah.
which are two main thoroughfares in that area?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, thank you, that's all my questions. Mr. DuPont?
The redirect from that, 345 Donald's is a giant tiger,
Yes.
so that's not strictly a grocery store.
Yeah, that's why I tell about the food fair, the No Frills also, which category. It's the similar type of place. People go and get the food and the grocery, everything. To me, honestly, I think those are in the same category of the businesses, No Frills, food fair. Those
And
are-
120 Donald, that's directly downtown at Broadway in Donald?
Location-wise?
Yes, so would you say that's a superior location?
Yeah, honestly, if you check the numbers here, the reported rents tells the story. Some are higher than, because I'm asking $9, all they pay reported net rent is higher than what I'm asking. It tells the story why their businesses pay higher than the location and the operation.
You mentioned a while ago an agent used $850, so the agent for the realty of this property?
Agent for realty used $8.49 as I remember.
Okay, that's all questions.
Thank you. Do you have anything to hand out to us?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the first page, I just say the realty, Baltus does not have a file, so the rents would report $12, and I got the expenses from the assessor verbally being $350 to $4. So the net was $8 to $850. No, I believe she had told me it was June 1st, 2016 to May 31st, 2019, I should have checked that. Because hers now says it's different. The questionnaire she reported shows that it ended June 2016. But apparently they renewed at the same rent afterwards. Nevertheless, I choose $8 a square foot for my request, and then that comes to $119 for 4.6. There's no dispute on the cost of occupying. And I do have comparables also. So the first one's at Portage Avenue. I show no address because it's not yet released publicly. It's a discount store, and that's likely a giant tiger, if I recall correctly. That's 20,000 square feet, and that's they had a step up in February 2014 at $7 a square foot. Another one on Coppell is grocery, $6.25. That'd be less comparable. $3.45 Donald, giant tiger also, same as the assessor, $8.39 per square foot. The Lucky Supermarket that went in Jefferson that replaced the IGA that had vacated, they came in at $8.50. So this is one of the newest leases in a relatively good location. So that is $8.50, so that'd be superior. Windsor Park, there's a grocery, I don't give the address because it's not yet released. Would be grocery on Elizabeth, and that $8.50 a square foot. And Westfair Foods on Regent, 701 Regent, which is a very, very high traffic area compared to Cavalier. That one is $9 a square foot, so that would be superior location, so subject should be less than that. The average for those is $7.94 per square foot, and that went $8 a square foot. And that's my report.
Thank you. Questions?
Yes, Ms. Chairman, thank you. Mr. Dupont, the Cooper Avenue grocery store is it a very small grocery store, is that right?
Yes, I realize, and that's my less comparable property. That would be inferior property, and some are superior, so we'll show the high end, the low end.
Okay, and the Lucky Supermarket at Jefferson, is it a 20-year lease?
Yes.
That's all my questions, Ms. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Buss, questions?
Yes. Would you agree that the two best leases are the two from 2015, Jefferson and Windsor Park, both at $8.50?
Yes, these are probably the two best. The one in West Barrow is also, it's 2012, and it's $9, but it's a much superior location, so that would be a third best, yeah.
And the one in Windsor Park is very similar in size to the subject property, just slightly smaller.
Right, right, and I would think that the Windsor Park's still a better location.
Okay, thank you. That's all my questions. Chair.
Why would you consider that to be a better location? Did you say it's Elizabeth?
Yeah, Elizabeth and Archibald. Entrance of Windsor Park.
Or a little further down? Not really Archibald, but a couple blocks down from that, like say Drake? Elizabeth and Drake?
Yeah, it's not right on Archibald, no.
Right, so it's a very similar location to this type of property where it's in a developed area, not on a main street,
Yeah.
and roughly the same size
Right,
and a newer lease.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. No questions.
Thank you. My questions have been asked. So, did you have any wish for a summation?
Yeah, I can, short summation. Marina can go first.
My summation is very short. Based on all the evidence I presented, I'm asking to reduce the value $133,000 $6,200 based on the $9 per square feet market rate. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The main evidence is the fact that it has an actual rent that we should take into consideration. Based on the evidence we have, it's $8 a square foot. The assessor has burn proof, and if she wants to say it's actually $8.50, she should have brought the rest of the rent roll, the rest of the revenues and expenses, and she did not. So on the face value, the actual rent is $8. I believe that's the rent we should go with. Thank you.
Thank you. And leave it with us, and this meeting is adjourned.